This Hassan Whiteside. You watching 2K TV. Get that rating up.
On this week's episode of 2K TV, we catch up with Hassan Whiteside. Get the latest updates on the My Team Unlimited tournament.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Houston Rockets.
Get hip or get stuck.
Let's meet the visiting team, New Orleans Pelicans. At center, Derek Favors. At point guard, Lonzo Ball. At power forward, Zion Williamson. At the other guard position, Drew Holiday. At the other forward position, Brandon Ingram. The head coach of the visiting team is Alvin Gentry. Let's meet your Houston Rockets! At the power forward position, standing 6'5", number 17, PJ Tucker. At the other forward position, at 6'6", number 4, Daniel House. Man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 15, Clint Capella. At point, at 6'3", number 0, Russell Westbrook. And starting at guard, number 13, James Harden. Your head coach is Mike D'Antoni. Let's hear it for your Houston Rockets.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3. Always an intriguing part of the early season, Steve. Teams that are outperforming the expectations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up, and then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
The pass to Ingram. Ball with it. And here. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. So for New Orleans right now, their backcourt, Ball and Redick. Okafor out there with Hayes. And it's Hart in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Okafor. Now Ball. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by Ball. 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Sefolosha against Okafor. Sefolosha passes to Shakur. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 17.
And watching Che, you can see that he is starting to put in the extra work in the gym. It takes a lot of reps to make it in the NBA, and the results are starting to show.
Well, you said it. It isn't just the skill improvement. Extra workouts go a long way in building camaraderie with the rest of your team. All those things are right in there.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here is Shakur. On the wing, Green. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Jackson kicks to Redick. Pass to Melli.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
And he knocks down the first one.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Shakur. And Jay, no stranger to success as a pro basketball player. You know, Greg, he's already been on a championship team in the Summer League.
And that was a fantastic showing from Shea during the Summer League tournament. I know a lot of fans will disregard any success that happens before the regular season, but it was hard to ignore the energy that Shea played with.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Jackson against Sefolosha. Outside for Redick. Just 4 to shoot. And the Pelicans miss again. And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
So it's the Rockets now after J.J. Redick's miss. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting for Houston.
Free throw good, Shakur. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough? Or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now, here's Redick. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Houston.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Clint Capella.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Stolen by Jackson. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Passes to Melly. Reddick surveying the D. Pass to Melly. There's the three. Rockets with the rebound. There's Shakur. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Shooting for Houston. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Shakur. And so he makes both from the line. Now here's Jackson. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Yo, Che, get in here.
Levi?
Yeah. How's it going?
Good, man.
Take a seat. Get comfortable. Can I get you anything? Some water, coffee?
You know what? I'm pretty cool.
Okay, great. I don't know how much Zach filled you in on what's happening.
You know what? He really didn't say much. He just said somebody's gonna, come in and do the day-to-day stuff.
Yep, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Got you. And what happened to Bailey, man? That was my guy.
Oh, he's around. He's around. I'm just gonna be around a little bit more.
Okay.
Hey, but don't worry. My job is to get you paid. And I am good at my job.
Word.
All right? Endorsements, commercials, whatever it is you need, I'm gonna take care of it. We're gonna have a great relationship. And I know it's not gonna happen overnight, but I'm gonna earn your trust.
All right, sounds good to me, man.
Cool. Listen, I know you're a busy guy and you got a big schedule, so it was good meeting you, and if there's anything you need, anything at all,
Okay.
I'm here.
Good meeting you, Levi.
All right, man.
All right.
See you soon.
All right, Levi. Be cool, bro.
Hey, how you been, man?
Hey, what you working on?
All right, everybody, bring it in. We got a lot to cover today. I want to score earlier and transition offense. If someone is up court, you have to get the ball to them. Today, we're going to work on being more efficient at running our breaks.
Don't forget the clock. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Clock. Drill. Knock it down. Thank you. Hey, on court. Don't let him shoot that. That's what the rainbow was. Put it back up. Hurry. Hey, here we go. Come on, focus. Yo, get it up, yo! Go, man, throw with me! Hey, keep the ball up. Focus! 5 seconds! I'm gonna keep coming, baby! There you go! Don't forget to come down. Shoot that, baby, come on. You got it.
Very strong. Now let's move on to the next drill.
You got it. Come on, man. Who's watching him? Too strong. What's the foul? Now we're rolling. Shot. Watch out.
Good job. Let's move on to the next drill.
Pick him in.
Good work, team. Let's get one more drill in.
You got it. Come on, man. Set up. Keep it going.
Yeah, stop! Hey!
One more.
Oh, keep shooting that, man!
Let's go.
Hey, hit me up. Great practice. Now get out there and put up some more shots.
Welcome to this brand new episode of 2K TV. Are you ready for a My Team competition?
Who isn't ready for $250,000? What would you do with that money?
Season ticket holder, for sure.
For the Clippers, right? Well, the My Team Unlimited tournament qualification is underway, and we'll get started with this week's episode by getting you all the details and
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Houston Rockets.
Get hip or get stuck.
Rocket fans, there are some things to know from the game. Please go to the nearest ticket booth to get your ticket. Houston Rockets fans, don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. And now, tonight's starting lineup. At small forward, at 6'6", number 4, Daniel House. The other forward, standing 6'5", number 17, PJ Tucker. Starting at center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 15, Clint Capella. At the point, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 0, Russell Westbrook. And starting at guard, number 13, James Harden. Your head coach is Mike D'Antoni. Let's hear it for your Houston Rockets.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Nader in at the 3. And for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the small forward. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded.
Houston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, what you love about Russell Westbrook, yes, he can give you a triple-double every night. But what I love more is the passion and the fact that he gives it to you every single night he plays.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, he has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
That free throw, no good. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6th-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Murray's checked in for Daniel House, and it's Gerald Green in for Russell Westbrook.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Robertson with it. He's against Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Noel. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams have the most second chance points in the league. Second, the Thunder.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Here's Shakur, and he dunks it down. And Che, the rookie for this team, you know, Greg, he's a little bit of a rarity in the league. He stayed all 4 years in college.
And I know many people were shocked to see Che stay all 4 years as his stock dropped and dropped every year. But a lot of questions were asked about why he chose to stay, but he's trying to put that all behind him and make the most of the fact that he's here now.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
There's Shakur, and the turnover again by Houston.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Gordon. The Thunder leading by 3. 29 seconds left to play here in the first. Passes it to Noel. Schroeder outside. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Schroeder's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Shakur kicks to Murray. Pass to Rivers. Outside, Green. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Six seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Gallinari throws it down.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals.
The steals thing is...
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits. What they like to do gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
They've got Clint Capella, Murray out there with Gerald Green, and it's Rivers, and it's Shakur in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Well, Che got onto the floor for the first time last game. Coach clearly liked what he saw, enough to send Che out here for another go. Can't argue with him the way Che has played.
Nope, not at all. With the way Che came in and immediately able to leave his mark on the game, it would have been hard not to give him another run out there tonight. Here's Rivers, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Thunder with the lead.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. .59 seconds left here in the second. The Thunder have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. 56 seconds left in the first half. The kick out to Westbrook. Green taking his time here. The pass to Shakur. He tries for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Schroeder outside. It's stolen by Capella. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Green's got his first bucket of the night. Thunder trailing by 18. Now Gallinari. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Rockets ahead as they end the second quarter with a 13-3 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Yep.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Oklahoma City making a change here. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Robertson in at the three slot. Good on the triple.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Pass to Noel. And here is Adams. There's the dish to Schroeder. Again, Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Shakur, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Free throw good, Shakur. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 15. And he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got 11 in the second half.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Gallinari on the wing over Gordon. They get it back, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Don't you love how fierce Steven Adams is on the glass? He's always working for positioning.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And so it's the Houston Rockets taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Rockets, Gerald Green out there with Gordon. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Shakur in at the point guard position. Rivers offline with his three. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Rebounded by Tucker. Here's Shakur, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Schroeder. Rebounded by Tucker. Rockets leading by 21. Here's Shakur. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 20 points for him.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Well, Nerlens Noel is going to take quality shots. Nice to see him being aggressive.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats.
All the little things that coaches want their players to do.
Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Paul dishes to Schroeder, passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And they double up Paul. Back to Schroeder. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, the Dennis Schroeder show is cooking on all cylinders right now. The defense has no answer.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Out to the right wing. Here's Shakur. Here's Chandler. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston, Tyson Chandler. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Chandler.
Well, it's amazing to me that Tyson Chandler, after all of these years in the league, is still an effective big man who can anchor a defense and rebound at a high level. Truly extraordinary.
And here's Diallo. Chandler with the block. There's Shakur. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldrich, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hey, Jet here, man. I thought you guys came out focused and prepared. And once you built that lead, man, you never let up.
That's the beauty of this team, man. We try to never let up. And part of that, that's coach. He's always preaching. Stay focused on the moment. Take care of the things you can control. And we'll live with the results after, you know? So we just keep our heads down, trust in one another, and look to play a complete game.
Well, you guys listen and are very coachable.
Hey, great win, fellas, great win. Good game, good game. Hey, let me get that shoe. Let me get that shoe for my kid. Come on, man. Let me get a picture. Hey, yeah, over here, over here.
Nice little win streak for Jay and company here.
Which makes us all winners, Hank.
Yeah, look, they're playing well, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here.
What? Why not?
Okay, here's one. I've seen people on social media acting like these guys are never going to lose again, okay? I think they need a reality check.
All right, you're drinking the haterade,
No,
Hank.
no, I love the purple haterade, but I'm not hating it. It's just that let's get some perspective here. They've done a nice job. Great, I won't deny it. But nobody remembers simple winning streaks. People act like they've won a ring already. They just need to relax.
Chill out, everyone.
That's all I'm saying. People just need to relax a little. There's a whole lot of season left and anything can happen. Okay, changing gears, we're going to get into the top bloopers from the last week of the NBA action. But first, quick break. You're listening to Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex. Back in a bit for more on your Houston Rockets.